If you're on Social Security benefits and you are a woman, or you know somebody that is in your family that is, pay attention to this video. So, this is what got me to do this research. It says women are twice as dependent on Social Security as men. So, it got me wondering, why is that information important? Then I realized a big discovery that because women live considerably longer than men, Social Security strategies that women need to pay attention to are very important in helping them get the benefits, the maximum benefits they deserve. But here's the thing. For example, 44% of women do not know that they can claim spousal benefits or survivor benefits. So they leave money on the table. And that's just one example of the many ways that some women are missing out on their full Social Security benefits. So, what I want to do today is I've done the research. I want to bring you details of what you need to know about Social Security strategies for women and how to optimize your benefits so that you can get the maximum benefit that you're eligible for. For example, this graph is showing how much women depend on Social Security for their income. If you look at this at the 80% column, you see that 50% of women depend on Social Security as 80% of their income. So these strategies that I'm about to share is very important. And the Social Security Administration recognizes this fact and has created a whole manual about 5 things that women should know about Social Security. So I'm here to bring you the details behind the headline and give you the facts. No politics, because that is not what this channel is about. We want to give you what is behind the headlines and how that is going to affect your future and help you maximize your benefits. So let's dive in. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am an entrepreneur and personal finance expert. And for 15 years, we've been helping seniors get the retirement benefits that they deserve. I'm also an adjunct professor. I teach finance to graduate students at one of the most prestigious universities in the country. So, what do you need to know? What are the 5 things that women need to know about Social Security? Well, let's dive in. So, nearly 55% of Social Security beneficiaries age 62 and older are women. So, there are more women claiming Social Security benefits. And for 25% of unmarried women, Social Security is their only source of income. Without these benefits, over half of elderly women will fall into poverty. Now, here's the thing: women live about 6 years longer than men on average, which means that they depend on Social Security for more years and are at higher risk of outliving their retirement savings. Social Security makes up 45% of income for unmarried women over 65, compared to 33% for men and 28% for couples. This safety net is especially crucial for widows, divorced, and never married women who face higher poverty rates. So, my goal is to bring you information that you can use to maximize your Social Security benefit. And there's another element of inflation. Social Security is one of the few retirement benefits that adjust for inflation and last a lifetime, helping women maintain their purchasing power. So, women receive lower Social Security benefits. That was a surprise to me. Retired women receive about $18,000 per year from Social Security compared to $22,300 for men, a gap that is driven by lower lifetime earnings and more years out of the workforce. And part of it is because of caregiving. Women are more likely to take career breaks or part time work to care for children or aging parents, which reduces their Social Security credits and lowers their benefit calculation. Poverty rates are highest among older women of color. For example, 26% of African American women and 21% of Hispanic women over 75 live in poverty despite receiving Social Security. So there's a lot of missed opportunities. Many women don't realize how much delaying benefits, maximizing spousal or survivor benefits, or working a few extra years can boost their checks. So why should you care? Well, this graph is one of the ways that highlights what I'm talking about. Social Security income composes 46% of total income for women age 65 plus, and they get an average of 17,340. However, Social Security composes 37% of total income for men age 65 plus. So you can see there's a big, almost 10% gap there. And the income gap is greater. You have about $4,000 income gap just for this group alone. So that is why you should care. So what I'm about to talk about is going to help you get the information you need that's going to help you maximize your benefits. Any woman who works and pays Social Security taxes for 10 years can qualify for her own retirement benefit starting as early as age 62. Your benefit is calculated from your 35 highest earning years and with no or low earnings years counted as zero. So every year that you worked makes a difference. The years that you don't work, they put a zero in that column. So when they take your 35 highest earning years compared to, say, a man, men usually are working the entire 35 years without a break, but women are, take breaks or intentionally, get out of the workforce for reasons that are obvious, for caring for a family member, caring for a child. And so that is how some women end up with the 0 years when they're calculating Social Security benefits. And if you become disabled before your full retirement age, you may qualify for disability benefits. But here's the thing: if you receive a pension from work not covered by Social Security, your benefit may be reduced. So there's another layer of complexity that affects Social Security benefits that you get. But then you may qualify for benefits that you may not even know at an early age. For example, spousal benefits. If you are married, you may be eligible for up to 50% of your spouse's Social Security benefit, even if you never worked outside the home or your own benefit is lower. And then if you are divorced, a lot of people don't know this, you may still qualify for your ex-spouse's Social Security benefit or a portion of it. If you're married or you were married for at least 10 years and you are now divorced and unmarried, that's a critical part, you can claim benefits on your ex-spouse's record, which can be probably in some cases higher than your own record. Widows and some divorced women can receive up to 100% of a deceased spouse's benefit, often providing more income than their own benefit. But timing matters here. Claiming these benefits before your full retirement age will reduce the monthly benefit permanently, so understanding your options and timing is essential. Now, when you claim benefits makes a big difference, and especially since women live longer, 6 years longer, when you claim benefits is going to be important in how much you get in total Social Security benefits your entire retirement. Claiming Social Security at age 62 can reduce your benefit by up to 30% compared to waiting until your full retirement age, which for some people is between 66 and change, and for some is going to be 67 starting in 2026. Now, for every year you wait past your full retirement age, up until age 70, your benefit increases by 8% a year. Because women live longer, waiting to claim benefits can provide larger checks for more years and greater financial security in very old age. If you are in good health and can use other savings first, delaying Social Security is often a smart move. If not, early claiming may still make sense depending on your personal situation. Now, Social Security is a powerful anti-poverty tool, but especially for women. Social Security lifts over 10 million older women out of poverty each year, more than any other program. In 2021, 11.6% of women age 65 plus live below poverty line compared to 8.8% of men, and the risk jumps to 14.7% for women over age 80. Let me put it the other way. Women over age 80, 14% of them currently live below poverty. So the risk factor for women in terms of poverty and financial stress increases with age as you get from 65 plus all the way through age 80. And then widows, divorced, and never married women are 2 to 3 times more likely to live in poverty than married women, making Social Security even more vital. For nearly half of unmarried women, Social Security provides 90% or more of their total income. So even small benefit increases can make a big difference. Now let's talk about Medicare, which is part of the whole picture. When you think about Social Security, you need to think about Medicare. And women are the majority of people on Medicare. 55% of Medicare recipients are women. And here's another important fact. And women make up 70% of those in nursing homes or long-term care. Women spend, in addition, 18% more out of pocket on healthcare than men and are likely to have multiple chronic conditions in older age. Medicare provides critical coverage for hospital stays, doctor visits, and preventative care, but does not cover everything, so out-of-pocket costs can be very high. Programs like Medicare savings programs and extra help with prescription drugs can reduce costs for low-income women, but many do not know they are eligible or can apply. So here are some strategies for women to boost their Social Security benefits. Each additional year of work can increase your benefit by an average of $50, especially if it replaces a year of zero or low earnings. Women who work up until age 70 receive benefits that are up to 76% higher than those who claim at 62. So think about it. Women who wait, the longer you wait, the more benefits you get. Those who wait until age 70 get about 76% more higher benefits than those who wait until claim at age 62. But here's the thing: even if you're claiming at age 62, continuing to work is helpful, especially if you have 0 years that are part of your calculation. You want to replace those 0 years. So if you claim at 62 and you work till 67, that's 5 more years. That could add more to your Social Security benefits because those additional years of working only helps to increase your benefits. Couples who strategize their claiming ages can increase their combined Social Security lifetime benefit by as much as $100,000, according to industry studies. Delaying the higher earners benefit also increases the survivor benefit for the spouse left behind. And then knowing your rights, only 44% of women are aware that they can claim spousal or survival benefits, and thousands miss out each year by not filing. The Social Security benefit or the Social Security Administration is not going to alert you that you qualify for survival or spousal benefits. So you have to know and be informed. And that's why we're doing this video, to keep you informed of what you need to know. In 2023, over 2.3 women receive spousal or survival benefits, but many more are eligible. A recent study found that women who consult a financial advisor are 30% more likely to maximize their Social Security benefits. So consult the experts. Find a financial advisor you trust or you can trust, and let them help you figure out what the game plan is on how you can maximize your Social Security benefits. But there are policy gaps that Congress has to fix. Women are 80% more likely than men to live in poverty after age 65, highlighting the need for policy improvements. And here is a kicker: the average Social Security benefit for a woman is $1,500 a month compared to $1,900 for women. So there's another gap here, a $400 gap that could be fixed by Congress. Proposals to credit up to 5 years of unpaid caregiving could boost women's average benefit by $1,200 annually. Raising the minimum benefit to 125% of the federal poverty level will lift over 1 million elderly women out of poverty. In recent years, advocacy by women groups have helped pass laws that improve survival benefits and reduce penalties for divorced women. Over 60% of petitions to Congress for Social Security reform now come from women organizations. And nearly 70% of women say they want more information about Social Security and Medicare. Staying active in advocacy and education efforts can help drive future reforms. So here are the takeaways. Women who begin planning for Social Security before age 50 are 40% more likely to avoid poverty in retirement. Regularly checking your earnings report online can avoid costly mistakes, as 1 in 4 records has an error. 1 in 4 Social Security records has an error. And don't be left behind. In 2024, over 10 billion in Social Security benefits were unclaimed, much of which is by women unaware of their eligibility for spousal or survival benefits. Reviewing your options can mean hundreds more per month. And secure your Social Security. For 48% of unmarried women over 65, Social Security provides 90% of their income. This underscores its critical role as a safety net for women. And then empower yourself. Women who educate themselves about Social Security, like you're doing today, often report 25% higher satisfaction with their retirement finances. So, taking charge of your Social Security benefits and your future retirement is really critical, even at an early age of 50. So, what do you think about all of this? Do you think that you have reviewed all the options that are available to you, and how can you maximize your benefits? What can you do today to maximize your benefits? If this has been helpful to you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We really, really appreciate your help and your support. Now, I'm going to segue to Medicare. If you are turning 65 and you don't know what to do about Medicare, or you're not sure, or if you're currently on Medicare and you are not happy with your plan, I have great news for you. We are partnering with an amazing organization that can help you, educate you on what your options are, and help you pick the right plan for you. If you have been paying attention to the news, the Trump administration just sued Medicare advisory companies and Medicare providers for misleading seniors. If you've been bombarded with those ads from Medicare, some of that has been misleading and it's gotten seniors into wrong plans. That's why 90% of seniors are in the wrong Medicare plan. And we're going to help you fix that today. We've partnered with Chapter Medicare, and their whole mission is to help you understand your options, choose the right plan that is for you, and then be able to utilize your Medicare plans. Now, when you call them, they are going to show you every option that is available to you. These guys are there to advocate for you and not for the insurance company. They're going to show you all the options that are in your local area, including detailed information about your doctor, specialists, prescription drugs, hospitals that are covered, what the copays cost, and how all that compares to traditional Medicare. And then if you call, you are going to be speaking with actual agents that are going to help you figure this out. So call the number on the screen, 539-205-2147, or go to askchapter.org/insider. And you may be wondering, why are we doing this? Why are we partnering with this particular company? Well, 3 reasons. The first one is that they are the only advisory company with access to all 24,000 Medicare Advantage plans. So they can see what is in your area and help you figure out what is best for you and your budget. They do not pay their agents to push specific plans like the companies that the Trump administration is suing right now. These guys are only going to show you what is available to you, everything, and help you pick the best plan. And they can save you $1,100 on average. That is why we think they're the real deal. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, tons of 5-star reviews online. You can read that for yourself. Call Chapter today and let them help you get into the Medicare plan that is right for you, or switch to a better plan. But your window may be very small to be able to switch. So call them today and they'll be happy to help you. And finally, if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, you're missing out. We are here to inform you, keep you informed about anything in and out of Congress that can affect your Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and personal finances. Go to benefitsinsider.co/subscribe, or go to our YouTube channel. To the top of the page in our description, you will see a link there to sign up for our newsletter. So if this has been helpful to you, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Thank you.